and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And out of the air, Dalton. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. To the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now he steps away, and he wisely will throw that one away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second and 4. Henry's got it out on the left side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Patterson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now for the point after. And it's 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dalton off play action. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Dalton.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Passing, it's Dalton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. 73 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd down and 4. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally